How to get springtails out of a substrate culture and into a charcoal culture. First, you start with some springtails in a good old substrate culture. Boom. Make sure you get yourself a nice solid bin. Nice and deep so that you have room for them. And have a nice lid for them too, that's secure. You'll also need yourself some charcoal. You can use horticultural charcoal or you can use regular charcoal. Just make sure it doesn't have any of those extra fire starters in it. You don't want the extra. You just want standard stuff. And get yourself some nutritional yeast. They love that stuff. It's good bait for them. So first you take the culture bin and you pour some good old charcoal right on in it. There it is. There it is. There it goes. I'm going to choose to just go ahead and pour this in. Alright. Then you level it out. Make it sure it's perfectly even. I'm joking. Just make sure it's covering the bottom. I should have edited this video so that, it's a little more quick, but a little quicker. Get yourself some spring water with your dirty hand. And pour that on in. You want to pour it up about halfway. A little extras up, it's totally fine. But make sure you get all the charcoal nice and wet. Springtails are hydrophobic, so it's not going to hurt them. But they will breed like crazy on charcoal. So go ahead and mix it up. Get your hands real nice and charcoaly, because this stuff does stick to everything. Just pushing around, get everything all damp and whatever. And then realize you put a little bit too much water in there. So then what you're going to do is go ahead and take more charcoal and pour it in just a little bit, just to make up for all the extra water you put in. The stuff isn't cheap, so not the horticultural type. And just do the same thing. Make sure you get that nice and wet and level it out to some extent. And then after you do that, go ahead and grab those springtails. There they are, those little orange guys. Got some nice orange springtails. Pretty excited. I already have white ones, so this is going to be a nice little addition. Throw in my bioactives. What you do is you take and you put them at a nice little angle. You can make a little pit to kind of hold it in place so that it stays below the lid line, because you want to make sure you're able to shut this nice and tight. So go ahead and take that, and I like to take some of the soil and, well, I guess I'm not doing it yet, but I'll take some of the soil and push it towards the charcoal in a bit here. And take the other container. There it is. And you can see the little orange guy right there. And then there's going to be another one pop up on the right side. Where is it? Where is it? There it is. Rock on. There's not a ton in here, but there will be a ton eventually. So once again, make a little pit for it to sit. Boy, it rhymes. And put it at a nice little angle. And then what I like to do is push up the charcoal up against that lip. On both of them, of course. Give them a little easy entrance. Clean the fingers off, and then take that nutritional yeast, that is the bait for them, and give it a little pour. You don't want to put too much in here. You want enough for them to eat, but not overdo it, because this stuff can get pretty gross. So there you go. Put that just like that, and then fix up the soil a little more, because, yeah, you want them to know that they can definitely go into the charcoal. I mean, they're going to be smart enough. They like moisture a lot, and they can probably, I don't know if they can smell the yeast or what the deal is, but they're attracted to it. So go ahead and take the substrate and push it on down like so. And there you go. That is generally all you have to do in creating one of these little bins to get all the springtails out of the substrate. I'll give this about a week and see what we've done as far as the springtails. They should be crawling out of there and going and making their new home in the charcoal. And that's how you get them on a substrate without making a soupy, gross, muddy mess. All right, thanks for watching.